Hello guys, Magic Joker here. So today I'm going to give you a PvP guide for Destruction Warlock in 5.2. Hope you enjoy. Okay guys, so let's start with my template. So, Dark Regeneration restores 30% of you and your pet's maximum health and increase all healing received by 25% over 20 seconds. So this is the main talent you will use in PvP for healing yourself. Soul Leech and Harvest Life are kinda useless in my opinion. Okay, now Shadow Fury. I use Shadow Fury because it's got a low cooldown, 30 seconds, and it can stun all your enemies within 8 yards for 3 seconds. It's very useful. Another one that I've seen used in Arena is Mortal Coil. It causes your enemy to run for 3 seconds and heal 15% of your maximum health. It's got a 45-second cooldown and it can only be used on one person. Shadow Fury is an AoE stun, so sometimes you can get a few people on it, so I prefer Shadow Fury. After I use Sacrificial Pact because it sacrifices 25% of your demon's health to give you a full 100% bubble, and this bubble reaches about 460k damage, so that's really good, so that really protects you best in my opinion. Dark Bargain can be really good. It's kind of like a pally bubble for 8 seconds, but it takes some of your health off afterwards, so the best choice in my opinion here is Sacrificial Pact, and you have to use it properly, so I'll explain at the end how to use it properly. Now I use Unbound Wheel because it's like a second trinket, can be quite useful when you're getting really badly CCs in PG Arena, so this is my personal choice. Burning Rush is kind of useless, especially I'm engineer, so I have the super boots which are much more effective. Blood Horror can be used against Cax, so that's really good sometimes, but Unbound Wheel is the most useful one in my opinion because it doesn't always work. After I use Grimoire of Sacrifice because it brings up my abilities of 15%, and it regenerates 2% of your maximum health every 5 seconds, so that's really useful. When you use this with Sacrificial Pact and Dark Regenerations, you get a huge boost, so I would highly recommend using Grimoire Sacrifice. Another one is Grimoire Supremacy. It can be useful to use with Shivera. You get a little more control, so that's another choice you could do, but I still do think Grimoire Sacrifice is the best. After Kill Jaden's Cunning, so this basically makes you able to cast anything while you're walking, so that is really useful, so I would recommend. So now we've gone through the talents, we're going to go through the glyphs. So this is my personal choice, some people prefer to use others, but I'll explain why. So Conflag to Snare, really useful, so that's a basic one you really need. After I use the Healthstone, so very powerful for the regen with my macro, which I'll give you afterwards. And here I like to use the glyph of Soul Consumption because I BG a lot at the moment, and when you kill someone with Chaos Bolts it gives you 20% of your total health, so that's quite important in my opinion, especially when you don't have much healers on the BG. You just kill with Chaos Bolts and you get health, so that's really useful. And after the rest is a question of preference. The Glyph of Nightmare doesn't work in BG or Arena anymore. That was quite useful when you were doing Basin of Verity. You could walk on water, but that doesn't work anymore, so it's kind of useless. So that's about it. I don't like using Siphon of Life. Some people do. And another one can be useful in Arena is Demon Circle because the Demon Circle is reduced by 4 seconds. But this is my kind of BG template at the moment, so there you go. Okay guys, so now we're going to talk about my macros, so let's get them up. So I use mainly 4 macros, so this is my one-shot macro. I use Unbind, it's called Unbind Wheel, so I do Unending Resolve, Dark Soul Instability, Malevolent Gladiator Badge of Dominance, so that's basically the trinket here, so that brings up your spell power for 20 seconds. I put Curse of Elements on my opponent, so that's 5% more damage on him. And I use Potion of the Jade Serpent, which is 4,000 intellect for 25 seconds. This only works in BG. You won't be able to use it in Arena and Air BG, but so I'm just letting you know. This is a Sacrificial Pact macro, nothing really special as you can see. This is my Regen macro, so Dark Regeneration, Healthstone, Twilight Ward. And these two are the macros, they're more for keybind and that kind of stuff, and so you can really put your Havoc on 2 players really quickly. So and it's the same thing for the fear. So I'll put these the macros in the description so you guys can copy them over. Okay guys, now let's talk about the stat priority. So the stat priority is the following: is for me, it's intellect, mastery, PvP power, resilience, crit, and ace. So all my gems, as you can see, are intellect or intellect and mastery. So intellect will be the red sockets, the yellow sockets will be the orange ones, so 80 intellect and 160 mastery. And for the blue ones, I like to use 80 intellect and 160 PvP power. As you can see, I don't have any resilience gems. That's probably because I'm more into BGs right now. If I do more arena, I might put resilience gems, but since I like to have a big burst, intellect and mastery is the most important to me.
Do the Harlem shake.
So this is the end of my guide. I hope you found it useful. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and see you soon guys.